So here we are, together in this time of great need. And like everyone else, I'm just asking the question, what can I do? How can I contribute? And how do I make this transition time something useful, something that feels that it's been part of my journey? And while I may not have the traditional activities, I can still nurture and foster my life and the life of others. And so I started thinking about, what do we do when there's a moment of pause? And returning back to my yoga practice, my meditation, just thinking about how much every day I try to seek that. I try to seek this pause. And we all know it's very challenging when we are busy running around to create this space for ourselves, this space of stillness, this space of freedom. You know, one thing that we can't make more of, and one thing that nobody can capitalize on is time. And so we are gifted a gift. I know it's scary. I know that many people are struggling, and I certainly don't want to minimize that. I include myself into this sort of fears and struggle financially and other elements. I have a couple conditions that kind of could put me at risk, but I'm okay. And so I really want to foster not just a sense of being at ease with oneself during this time, because the truth is that being at ease is just one element. We still have to redefine what it means to be in this moment of time, what it means to be in a personal struggle with the whole world. And everything we've created, our whole life, our little ecosystem, our little micro lives that we've created, what does that mean today? And what does that mean today in a macro level, and in the whole world, and in the expansion of our entire humanity? And so right now, what can we do? What are the questions that we can ask ourselves that can make ourselves useful, so that this crisis becomes more of the gift of time and a time of transition, sort of a hibernating time? And when we hibernate, there is certainly a use for that. Now, when was the last time you were ever in a situation where you could literally take time for yourself and have that opportunity to attend to all the things you haven't before? We're still limited, there is no doubt. But what is certain is that this is an opportunity for us to cultivate our relationship with ourselves, cultivate that relationship with the other, while you are nurturing yourself, while you're nurturing what it's like to be a human being in this struggle, and what it's like to have a spirit, have a soul, whatever your understanding of it, and have a connection with something greater than yourself, with a higher power. And how can that be useful in this moment? I certainly don't have the answer, but the truth is we each individually have the answer to what that looks like for us. And so this is just an invitation for us to sort of shift our mindset, kind of flip the coin and look at the coin in a sense that, what can I do? How can I be useful? And more in the sense of what you do is more coming from the essence of being, who you are in this moment, and who you want to be in the next minute from now, in the next 5 minutes, in the next couple of days or couple of weeks, however long we are in this transition time together. Who do I want to be? And how is this being of myself can foster creativity, innovation, recreate sort of our sense of purpose and our sense of meaning, and really step forward in what that looks like. being open to having conversations with people, picking up the phone, extending your concerns, and also extending your ability to be with the other in whatever they're going through. And then hopefully in that space, in that limitless space of love, we can come together as a society in a little pods in ourselves and really try to create a new world for ourselves, a new meaning for our day-to-day, what it means to be a human being in this time. I know I certainly have struggled quite a bit, but at the same time, I've enjoyed life to the fullest. And so each moment is an opportunity for a new cycle. We have been forced into this cycle, but we are resilient. We are human beings who are continuously redesigning our lives. No matter who you are, what you've been through, we each have had to endure the struggle of birth, childhood, being a young human being, and what that means to our personality, our identity, and how we want to contribute, or what kind of relationships we want to foster in our life, which is, either being single, being with another, or just being part of community. And so we are constantly reshifting. This just feels like a pull in because it's been sort of quote unquote done to us, but we are part of this humanity. And so this is just another cycle that we need to go through. And with that, I just want, including myself, to empower myself with the freedom to know that I still have choices. Even though most of us are quarantined, we still have choices. And so through this choice, through the choice of stillness and time and connection, truly inviting that creative nature, that resilient nature that pulls us forward, that allows us to move into a direction where we contribute differently and where we are able to just really and genuinely flourish and foster. I mean, there is an energetic pull that is happening right now. And so accepting what is happening, is probably part of the greater struggle. Again, I know there is a reality. I'm part of that reality of this struggle. It's very palpable. It's physical. But we are not only resilient, we are beings of rebirth, transformation. And through so many time period in our life and through history, we have continuously recreated. We have adapted. We are highly adaptable human beings. So let's create that for ourselves. Right? Let's move forward. It's been a few days and a couple of weeks for some of us in this quarantine, and a little bit more, and we don't know how long it's going to be. So let's go ahead and give ourselves that time to sort of heal, that time to certainly suffer. That's part of the transition to experiencing pain, right? But where do we transition from experiencing pain, from what we're going through, and creating more pain through our mindset, to all the fears, which are, again, very real? How do we let go of creating more pain? By understanding that our humanness, understanding that it is okay to feel this fear, and at the same time, we are empowered. We are so deeply empowered with so much knowledge, and most importantly, with the ability to love and the ability to move forward in our community, move forward in a way that is energetically useful. So perhaps this recording was a little bit more for myself, but I just wanted to share that with you because at the end of today, tomorrow probably will look the same. And so I'm looking to connect with people. I'm looking to, again, reshift that energy and be creative. And please reach out to me. Text me, email me. I don't know if I'm going to post this yet, but if I do, please reply to anything that feels relevant or not. I'm really looking to alive our spirit. So I'm not looking to create a movement, and I'm not looking to create sort of any negative energy. So if you have that, just try to work through that yourself. And at the end of the day, we're all in this together, and this is a great moment for humanity. When was the last time we were at this level collectively connected? And so let's move forward as a society, as a humanity. Thank you so much for listening.